So we logging in, wait for folks to get in. Now, I can send out a few messages out on Facebook. Uh, I get folks to roll in. So, big week for us. Uh, championship week. You know, giving folks a few minutes to stroll on in as I share my links everywhere. Tell your friends, your countrymen. All right, welcome to another episode of the Few TSU Sports Fans Championship Week. We are deep in championship week, so definitely excited. You know, an opportunity. Um, but first, we're gonna talk about our past weekend. All three of us traveled and got opportunity to watch various teams perform this weekend. So I'll go first. I went to the big city of Dayton, Ohio. Oh, it's my fresh hockey jersey, by the way. Hockey jersey.
Gentrified
So
Jersey.
Nice.
yeah, they messed them back up a little bit. They're gonna change it. They got Jefferson on the back. I went 20 for Jefferson. So they're supposed to send me another one. We'll see if that happens. But we'll see. But yeah, went to the big city of Dayton, Ohio for the weekend. Um, and I missed they lost to Wright State. I missed that game. But I had sent a couple people there. Um, post game. The team, women's team, was a little bit small, right? Let's be honest here. Size is a problem. They got two bigs technically, um, and so they struggle a little bit with size and experience. There's returning players. Lyric coach, he's our big man. He's about 6 foot. Then we got Sanaa Parker. She plays guard. Then we got Saint Andrea, Saint Anna, right? Correct. Um, and then she those three teams they have experience playing college basketball. You know that they know how to get open and make plays. They have a little more experience. Um, the freshmen are still sort of adjusting to the game a little bit. They had some Samaria. She plays forward. She's a freshman. She does pretty good, but I do think it's a big learning curve to get into the game. Um, Wright State they shoot the ball pretty well. They made like one or two 3 pointers. They made 5 to 7. They could have won, right? So that was sort of a challenging game. Wright State had one big man that came in and just pretty much changed the whole game. They couldn't stop her. I was at the Sunday game, University of Dayton. A little better program, coaches there a little bit longer. The Wright State coaches sort of new. The UD coach been there for a while. and they had deeper players. I mean, they had a couple. They had a wide body, a tall one, a medium sized tall. So they had like a 6'3", 6'1" wide body girl. So whatever flavor you wanted on the post, they had that person, and they really got our two bigs. We have a freshman 6'2", is our tallest player. She's pretty good. But Kara Cole had 3 early fouls, and then the bigger girl had 3 early fouls too as well. So we pretty much ran through. And then we all had to play all 5 guards really, and that was just challenging for them, staying in front of people, um, and then trying to compete at that level because they were you need to step up. Um, you know, from that, they're not as good as Lipscomb. They did get beat pretty bad against Lipscomb, but that was for the lack of three-pointer shooting as well. University of Dayton, they did shoot the ball. They had like 4 or 5 threes, I think, in that game. Um, but size-wise, just couldn't really stop them going towards the basket. But they're young. I told the coach, I said, hey, I see what you guys are doing. It's gonna be a little while, to get the ball, get it going, get them experience. We do have another. She's not tall. She's not a tall person, but Anaya Williams. She's another person that played last year. So having her on the team, she'll probably come off the bench. I'm assuming she'll come back in January. She will help out experience wise.
Yeah.
Again, like turn your body the wrong way, attacking a 3 point shooter, you going out and you going the wrong way, you got the wrong hand up, and they still getting away with three things like that. That they're gonna have to really rely on and get better at. Even closing out. Some people are I'm gonna speak general here, but some people are spending their energy on offense and not putting it on defense. And coaches were getting on the players like, hey, you gotta play both sides. We have opportunity. There's no one way player. You gotta be two-way player out here. So that's one of the things she was trying to stress to them. You gotta be a two-way player. You cannot give up. You can't score a layup that can give up 2 threes. Like there's just no progress there. But size gonna be an issue for them all year. Welcome guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Uh, but talking about the women's basketball, they went to the big city, University of Dayton, biggest city in the world. Uh, and so they came out with 2 losses in Dayton. But again, some of the size and experience, um, and I think that as they get an opportunity to grow, that they'll, yeah, right shot. I was saying, yeah, they sometimes they expend a lot of energy on offense, trying to go basket, trying to, you know, uh, create their own shot. They do have the freshmen don't know how to create their own shot just yet. They're still learning that kind of process. So it relies on some of the older players to do that. They have a better understanding how to do that at this level. And so they get towards the offensive side, they get on the deep side of the ball. They're not closing out on 3 pointers. They're not switching. They're not doing anything necessary. And they need to look like learn, hey, we need you both. We can't, you know, get it on the offense. Sometimes the ball did get stuck, honestly, in certain people's hands sometimes. So they got to work on that a lot. But more consistent shots, more consistent 3 pointers, better shots. No wild shots. I mean, again, it's like you see, it's like it's freshman being freshman out there sometimes. But it's a lot of energy, a lot of effort. I think the effort's there for them, and I do think towards the end, they're going to once they get experience, they will be able to do a lot better and can be competitive in more games. But now I think it's like really it's a learning period, a learning phase as we go through it. Uh, y'all get a chance to watch any of the games, uh, stream any games. It's
Not
sort of
not
odd
the
times. One was at yeah, one was at 10
yeah.
a.m. on Friday, the other one was like Sunday. So it's a difficult time. Yeah,
Yeah, no, I didn't get a chance
yeah.
to see the latest game.
Yeah, I saw the one on Sunday against Dayton.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, five games in, 2-3. They got a big one tonight. Um, I mean, Rodney, I think you hit it on the head. I mean, listen, we're going, and Coach probably she knows this. We're gonna be outsized every game, so we gotta find ways to neutralize that. got a young team. So 10 games in, you got to set your culture, set the type of program you want, make these kids believe that your way is the right way. Of course, there'll be feedback sessions along the ride, but these first 10 games is critical. You got to set the type of program you want, and 5 games in, you 2-3. I think they probably are happy where they are. Um, got a ton of growth to go,
Mhm.
and hopefully they get a win tonight.
Yeah. And like you said, she's building that team, and and she also has a new recruit. I don't know if she signed yet, but Isis Storm, 6'1", small forward. So
Hmm.
that's they have a 6'1" small forward, man. That's nice. You get the size, you get the ball handling skills, and hopefully you got some shooting and defense to come with it. So like you said, she's building a team, the way she wants it. We know it's not going to be great overnight. It's going to take a little time, but she has a rolling. And like you said, Demetrius, I agree with you. 2-3 to be 2-3 right now is good.
Right. One clarification too. They actually signed two players. It's really confusing. It's Isis Thomas and it's Isis Storm. It's really confusing.
Oh,
Let me make sure it's not two. Let me make sure. Uh, 6'1". Maybe she got like a fake page. Let me make sure. Yeah, because I see two different pages for her. Let me see.
yeah, I didn't know that. I mean,
There's Isis Thomas and Isis Storm. So I don't know. They doing they have all these multiple pages. Uh, they make sure it's two different people.
okay, because this Isis Storm is plays for Grace Christian.
Yeah, I think she had
Yeah,
a North Carolina.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
yeah,
North Carolina.
Isis Thomas. Yeah, no, yeah, I think it is. 'Cause this one has Isis Thomas.
Okay.
Let me make sure.
Well, I was at the men's game on Saturday. I flew up and watched the Southern play against Alabama A&M. I was they said it was only 995 people there, but it seemed like a little bit more than that. But it
Really?
was, yeah, it did. It really did. The our band wasn't there. They had White's Creek's band playing in the stands, and they had them up above the track, facing north, facing north. And they did a good job, and they were in the crowd. I mean, they were in the game. They were doing chants and things, trying to get everybody lifted up. I don't know. It depend on the era. TSU fans seems to sometimes like to just sit on their hands and as opposed to cheer the team on. I don't know why people struggle with that. It's a basketball game, man. People guys dunking and hitting 3 pointers and hustling, and people don't move. They just sit there and look. But I had my section going because I wanted some life. I wanted some life, man. And I'm sure I'm making my wife embarrassed because I was just yelling. But it's what I do. It's what I do, man. It's what I do. I try to bring some excitement, man. Let the guys know we out there and we excited about the game. They did well. We beat Alabama A&M. It was a really good game. 81-71. It was definitely closer than that. We have a really good team, really good team. I like the guys, Jessamy, Weston. That guy's a dog, man. He plays hard. Plays more like a small forward, but he just takes it to the hoop. He takes it to the hoop. Jackson, the point guard. They Alabama A&M was pressing us quite a bit. They pressed us quite a bit, and Jackson needed some help, and they tried the Krumar. But he's 6'7", bringing the ball up, and that's not his specialty. But he did a decent job at it. Is it Boddingham, the
Yeah, freshman.
freshman from Antioch. He's a dog on defense, man, and he was him. Coach Ben had to tell him calm down during because he was on the point guard at Alabama A&M, man. He took it out. He took that challenge on, and he did a good job. He's still getting that confidence in at the point guard position, and bringing the ball up. So we really, we going to, of course, we play East West. We beat them 110 to 33. That was one of those games you get everybody in the bench in. So they played against them and blew them out. But the big test is coming up on Monday against Chattanooga, and Canute Wood is out of his boot. It'd be great to see him out there on the court backing up Jackson. Jessamy rested. I'm assuming he had his hand wrapped during the Alabama A&M game, so he didn't play in the East West game. So I'm assuming he's resting his hand or what have you, because we're gonna need him on Monday as well. But the guys played well, man. It was a really good game. Our crowd got into it in the second half. Like I said, White Creek's band led the cheers, and our cheerleaders, they did their thing. Tiger Jim's back out there dancing during timeouts and halftime, so it's good to see that. Tiger Jim started back in the late '80s, and so we tell you what, it's something about Tiger Jim's, man. I used to go to Chattanooga. I grew up in Chattanooga. Go to Chattanooga Mocs basketball games, man. Back in the day, they had Willie White and Gerald Wilkins and all those guys, man, who played in pros. And I would go to the game, and I was in 10th grade, 10th or 11th grade, and I saw them play against TSU, and TSU had this guy who did everything but inbound the ball to himself, man. That's the only thing he couldn't do, and that Joker was going off on Chat. And I was like, look at this dude, man. He running point guard, man. He bringing it up. He rebounding. That Joker was Anthony Mason, man. Just
Wow.
lighting it up. And then at halftime, who did I see? These girls, all these black women came out there on the court with some some tight silver bodysuits, Tiger Gems. I was like, shh. I went home that day, said, Mom, I'm going to TSU. Because I saw the Tiger Gems and Anthony Mason play at Chattanooga, man. So just a little tad bit about Tiger Gems. But anyway, great game against Alabama A&M. Guys did a great job. They had to fight, and they fought, and they
Mm.
won. They did a good job.
Yeah. Yeah. Unfortunately, that game wasn't televised. Or was it televised?
No.
Uh, yeah. I don't think I saw it. So, um, you know, is I mean, Coach Penny is kind of dealing with the same thing Coach Dupree is dealing with. Got a brand new team. I can't wait for the day we stop saying that. Every
Yeah.
year we gotta get a brand new team.
Mm.
But yeah, I like our. I know we got one freshman, the local kid that's not playing. I'm assuming he's redshirting because he's in street clothes a lot, but I don't want
Who
to assume.
is it? Harper?
Um, no, no. What's the kid that's from
Oh, Khalil
Battleground?
London. Khalil
Yeah,
London.
yeah. No. It's
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes,
his mom
Jones.
worked at TSU, I believe.
I think his last name is Jones.
Yeah, yeah. He's been in street clothes
Yeah.
a lot, so the assumption is that he's gonna redshirt. But other than that, the Antioch kid and then the 6'10" freshman kid from Canada, um, I think those two going they're getting Kavion Jones,
Yeah.
if I'm saying his first name right. But those two kids, man, I think they're getting valuable experience, especially the freshman. Um, and he signed pretty late. But man, as to your point, I mean, he's a hawk on defense,
hmm
and that's how you get your minutes. Um, I think Newt Wood got on the floor early in his career. for defensive purposes, and then he'll keep developing because to your point, we need a solid backup point guard.
Yeah.
Um, you know, we Justin is going to need that, especially when there's times where he's got to go off the ball
Mm-hmm.
to give us another scoring punch. So I like what I see. We got to still be able to close. I think Howard game we didn't close well, so I'm sure we've learned from that. And I'm glad that we're able to go up 40 or 24 to play Chattanooga. I mean, there should be no reason why we shouldn't be going up our primary interstates to get games.
Right.
We're going up to Western. East Tennessee should be in the cards, right? Chat should be in the card. Like these Memphis, these games should be annual,
Mm-hmm.
and even if it's rotation,
Right.
is first of all, it's good competition. One, two, it's easy to get to, and it's a good game. Like,
Mm-hmm.
so I applaud Penny for getting that on a schedule, and hopefully they return the favor and come to us in the future.
Mhm.
But yeah, I mean, I think we're 3-3. I know I'm happy with where we are. Would have been happier if we were 4-2, but we're still growing as a team. I think we got to figure out guys got to figure out roles
Mm-hmm.
and what they want to specialize in. I think rebounding is still hurting us, but I like what I see.
Yeah, and I'll piggyback out that because I forgot to mention that we're just mistake prone. We're mistake prone. A lot of turnovers and missed field goal foul shots, missed
Yeah, I was gonna
free
talk about
throws.
Oh, free
that.
throws are
So
bad. Yeah, free throws.
so we're and I know I just saw a lot of mistakes that led Alabama A&M back in the game. And again, it's a lot of it is because not a lot of it, but some of it is because of Jackson was on the court for a while. He and Weston played 36 and 38 minutes. So missed only 2 minutes and 4 minutes of the game. So
Yep.
that's a lot of time on the court, and not to have somebody to help you out, bring up the ball, and because it beat that press. They had to play against that press in the second half all day.
Mm. Hmm.
Yeah,
That's all Petaway.
yeah, yeah,
Petaway. That's what my brother played for down there at A&M.
yeah. He's
And
good. He's a
that
good coach,
Joker,
man. He's a good coach.
yeah. So yeah, I'm glad we was able to get the dub. So
Looking forward to more. Um, looking forward to more. Uh, Demetrius, he visited. So I went to Dayton, Ohio. Lamar, he went to CG Max went to Nashville this past weekend. And then Demetrius went to
I
Washington
went to the
State.
sticks.
So this
I
case,
went to the
Dayton is bigger than the city he went to. Only time this will
man,
happen is Dayton is a bigger city.
man. I went to the sticks, man. That's the first time I ever gone to Gardner Webb. But before I jump in, man, like this is kind of what I envisioned when we started this thing years ago. You know, you covering one area, Madness, you covering one. Like I think this is the first time that we've all been
Yeah.
covering the every corner of America. Um, covering everything, all things TSU with the ladies
Hmm.
hoops, men hoops, football. So just shout out to the both of y'all, man, for doing that because this is in my opinion, this is what we started this thing for, man.
Hmm.
We just a few TSU sports fans who want to see us win, and that was my whole model for going out to Garner Webb and getting a few folks from Charlotte and the surrounding areas to come watch the game. Good
Hmm.
good crowd, energetic crowd. Um, it was a crowd that knew we had a lot at stake, and we jumped on them like we were supposed to do. But just I mean, we let them back in the game. So I think quarters 2 and 3 it got a little bit dry because it was a lot of back and forth. But then the fourth quarter, we kind of opened it up, and we got the victory, which is the fortunate thing. But there was a lot of things that we've been just accustomed to all season, where we could have easily won this game by 21 points. Now, I'll say that there were some plays that we were very fortunate on. We were very fortunate on. But I think some of our losses we were on the opposite end of that too. So it's a wash. We won the game at the end of the day, and I think Gardner Webb gave us everything they had, and we didn't. They didn't lose the game. I think we won it, which I think says a lot about our team because that was a tough game. It was a hard game, and we took care of business.
Yeah,
we took care of business, and just from the team coming to Charlotte and being able to see them in my own backyard, and I loved it. I loved it.
How far is that drive to? What is that? What city is that? Boone?
No, Boone is App. It's in a town called Boiling Springs.
Boiling Springs, yeah. How far is that drive? How many minutes?
Let's say from uptown, so it took about an hour and 15 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's only like 50 miles. So yeah, once you hit you go right down 85 South for about 25 minutes, and then you got to get off, and then you on the back roads for about a good 35, 40. So, and then you got stoplights in there, and then you just riding, and then that thing just pop up, boom, right there. Yeah.
I saw people from Atlanta came over too. So people.
Yep.
Came over. So yeah, I didn't share. Like, I know I don't have any pictures from the football game right now, but I can just show you some from the basketball game. So that's the youngest one. Now, the youngest one is me. The second youngest one. she's a former cheerleader at TSU. So
okay.
One, of course. Yeah. And so the lady to the left of me, actually, her daughter went to NC State. When I went there, she's actually in the band. Her daughter was. I never knew she was dating this whole time. So I'm like, oh, you from dating? Because I met her. She used to live in D.C. a while ago. I was like, oh, you from dating? I never knew. So yeah, and that's one of her aunts or something like that. So it was a good time. Good time cheering on Big Blue. So, but yeah, I saw a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? There at your game specifically. Of course, nationally they were there, but good to see Blue as we go around. But more about the game. Yeah, our first. Go. You want? Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to say, I forgot. I finally got a coach. I finally got a chance to officially meet Coach Sutton. She had no clue who I was. So I had to tell her who I was. And so yeah, we chopped it up for a quick second, man. Just talk about the games coming up, and that just need to win one more match. And the ladies, they did win that match that they needed to win, and so to make it into the tournament. So they're in the OVC tournament. So congratulations to them.
Yeah. I met Coach Sutton at I think it was the blue and white game. Maybe a year ago or 2 years ago. I was a little overserved, so she probably. I'm gonna lie.
I know that about you. Sometimes I'll be like, "Dude, just go buy me a shirt, go do this, do that," and then he just go ghost. I'm like, "What?" 2 days later, he was like, "What's this?" Like, I want a shirt. Where's my shirt?
Hey, I like to have a good time responsibly.
Yeah, we are.
So yeah, I am going to show this comment real quick. So the Friday classes. So today we're not addressing the board issues, the light issues, Tennessee State. Stay informed. There is a podcast called blue, big blue energy that students are doing, and I actually interviewed Harold Love today. Uh, so check that out on YouTube after you watch it. Don't read that. Go check them out. Just stay informed. And one thing about this, that's going to be changed coming up. They're not going to be at the board. They're going to change that next time. So there will be some Friday classes going on. They're going to walk into it a little bit. It's not going to be like how we were when we went to school. They're going to have some classes available. So they're going to change that for next year. So hopefully that will help um, with student camaraderie. And it's not just that, right? It's more things that you're adding to as well. But we'll have a show. We'll actually address some of these things from people in here because I would say that we need to be unified, right? I know some people like to be petty and I told you so kind of stuff. I know it's fun sometimes to do that, but it's not fun. Big Blue Energy, yeah, Big Blue Energy Podcast is the name of it. Oh, thanks, Cincinnati. So at this point, what happened. We need to figure out going forward how alumni and supporters address and support our institution. And that's something that we need to think about going forward. And we need to bring people in here who can have a conversation and help us to explain to people how to move this forward. And it starts with donating because they are doing a big Tuesday campaign next week. So you follow them, and so start with that. $5. I'll give $2 if I can get $2. So give $2. Whatever you can, it adds up. Get engaged, be informed, and really be open to saying, hey, what happened. There's no point in getting mad at whoever, pointing and yelling, arguing. At this point, we got to go and be unified. So, slightly
Okay.
back.
Yeah, Rodney, let's repeat that on
Yeah.
next Tuesday. Next Tuesday, again, it's going to be a fundraiser, and so let's if hey $1 guys, don't
Mm,
look if we can only give $1, give $1. $1 is better than no dollars. So just
mm.
give whatever you can, so let's support.
Yeah, definitely. Um, back because to piggyback back into the football game. So as it gets colder, one thing Eddie you talked about. As it gets colder, it's throwing the ball it's gonna be harder. The ball's gonna be harder. When you tackle somebody, you get a little more, bruise on you. You feel a little more. So this first game we actually had a 100-yard rusher this year, right? McGill ran the ball very well, very well.
He was
Power
pop.
runs.
He
Um,
was popping.
yeah, and I actually think we should have went to him a couple times. I thought on 3rd and 2 and 4th, he had a couple of those opportunities. I would just hand the ball off to him, but that didn't happen sometimes. But he had a really good game, and that's very encouraging for that because this week again, you can run the ball with SEMO. You can run the ball. The people who beat them have tempo, control the tempo, Lindenwood, Cameron was also early in the season. But you see their points go down. You run the ball against them, their overall points, they can score. I'm not. They can score. They put up 55 last week against West Illinois. So they gave up 42 or something like whatever it was, 55 to 40 to 40. But the defense can give up points, but Lindenwood, you throw that line of scrimmage, run at them, run at them. We started running game, and we slowed it down enough to beat them. But they really couldn't stop it. They really got busy against them. But that's the opportunity for us to really go into it. So I was very encouraged that we ran the ball so well, um, and really threw them off. They couldn't key on certain things for us. But again, like I said, there's lots of points out there. Unfortunately, lots of points out there. We got to work so we don't miss too many of those. We can't have any mistakes. We're missing those kind of points. Um, Defensively, we showed up again. I think that we're performing well. Um, Special forces, as Eddie likes to call them. Um, luckily
They were not forces on Saturday.
yeah. And he admitted he said, hey, it was people lollygagging to take people out. This championship game, so people might play more minutes. If you're not gonna run out there and hustle, we gotta put that's the safety. You see, it's good seeing McGlennon out there. He got one hand out there, one hand banded out there, breaking up plays and doing that. And um, so yeah, so we gotta make sure that we clean that up a little bit. I didn't see this play right here, 29 shots here. Somebody was open first half. Tackle up for it. Okay,
I
I
saw it.
missed that play.
I saw it, and that happened. He's absolutely right.
Yeah, I mean that was a critical point in the game because they wouldn't score um, after that. So just silly stuff like that is we got to
Oh, I
play
do remember
mistake
that. You're
free.
right. Yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
we got to play mistake free on Saturday. But I think I shared this with you guys. Like I'm a little bit younger than you two, so you two have experienced a Big Blue football conference championship. I haven't.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
in my 24 years, my generation is we byproducts of the championships, right? We like, damn, we want to go to TSU. They winning two in a row. Like we want to step foot on campus, and then you know, just the bottom fell out. So for me, this is I've only been to one OVC championship game in any sport, and that was basketball back in 2008, right?
Hmm.
So I just don't, for me, this is uber critical, man. Like this is, and I ain't even gonna dwell on it because I'm just ready to get on the plane and go. Like I'm just ready because I think we got a legit shot to win it, and we win it, everything else will take care of itself, and I truly believe that.
Yeah. Definitely. Definitely. Let me pull up some stats. Again, the final score 23-20. Uh, uh, and I'm just gonna do it like quickly. So Jalen Ellis threw for 220 yards that game. Uh, Rydell had Jaden McGill rather had 100 yards, 15 carries. And so that added that another 30 yards for 7 carries. Again, had 6 for 19. And Tevin Carter had a couple of runs there. Karate Brents with another great game. See Evans scoring on a passing receiving touchdown. I think it was a screen they threw. Yeah, the screen they threw that touchdown. And William Bryant, perfect pass. Ellis to Bryant. Oh, that was a perfect pass. He threw that first touchdown. So that was a lot of great things going on the offensive side of football. Just need a little more pop this week. We need that extra. And we need at least 30 this week to really get this game going. Um, Ahmad Nelson had 8 tackles. Jalen had one hand bandit had six, 3 breakups. Uh, Sanders Ellis had five. Eric George had five. Boogie Trotter had 4 tackles. Honey Booker 4. Um, so yeah, I mean, it was down the line. A lot of people active. Tyler Jones, Jordan Helton, Deontay Kimbrough. So a lot of people active on defense. So our defense sort of did their job. Um, we give me a couple of interceptions by Tyler Jones too as well. But we got a little bit clean up on mistakes that we need to fix with that. Um, I'm trying to pull up this tweet that Craig Haley sent out about the OEC tiebreakers. Um, but this can be another tough game. I don't I don't see I wish it would go out and just so crude, but I think they're gonna bring the fire because they know that SEMO wins. They're going to uh, uh, be an outright champion and get the AQ. And if they don't, then it's going to be a lot of if this kind of situation, right? Um, so but for us, we need to get out here and win. and I do think that things will take care of itself. Um, yeah. Let me go through.
Yeah, we got a great chance this
Uh,
weekend. And we're going to play. I know our boys going to go out. They're going to recognize that this is a serious game. This is a must win situation. It's going to be cold. It's not going to it's not going to be 70 degrees like these other games. Is I think the high is going to be in Tennessee 50 something and barely 50 something. So come wear your fur coats and get them out early. And but the guys are gonna be ready, and they're gonna take it to SEMO. We're gonna win this one.
Well, what I tell y'all back in August? What I tell y'all back in August,
Get that
man.
winter coats ready.
Winter coat. Winter coat.
Hey, I told y'all back in August, man, when it was 100 degrees outside. Go get them layaway. Put them coats on layaway, or go to Macy's. As Keon Johnson said, get that jump from Macy's, $100, because you're gonna need it. It's gonna be chilly when that sun go down. It's gonna be chilly.
Hmm, yeah. All right. So let me read through what Craig Haley sort of posted. He's an SCS guy. Does a lot of stuff. Follow him. SCS Sports. SEMO, they win outright. So SEMO can win in different ways. Four-way tie, they get this AQ. Three-way tie between SEMO, TSU, and UT Martin, they get that. Uh, we have the TSU win, of course. Then we need to, you know, SEMO and not SEMO, sorry. Uh, Tech and UT Martin will have to lose. Tech, UT Martin plays Lindenwood, right? And they've been a tough out. Tennessee Tech, who do they play?
Eastern
Here we
Illinois.
go. East Illinois. And so they're supposed to be good, but so we're not getting help from them. EIU has been trying to come back and play a little better towards the end. I think we beat them, but we'll see. They have been playing better than we in one or two down the stretch. Um, so if we beat SEMO and then UT Martin and Tech lose, then it's ours. Uh, Tennessee Tech. This is one I don't like. They can earn a three-way tie between SEMO, TSU, and Tennessee Tech, and that's assuming UT Martin will lose in the wood. Since the fourth, I guess the 15, uh, Tech owes a tiebreaker over us, SEMO tiebreaker over them. But since like the 15 with Lindenwood or something like that, and SEMO lost to Lindenwood, then Tech will get it. Um, so whatever. But whatever. Uh, so that's sort of it. What are your thoughts on Eddie just being considered? I don't see. I don't see. This is a sidebar. Um, I sorry to start an answer. I wasn't say forget it. I don't care about that. Worry about Saturday. Because I said something. I think that Eddie should think about a Midwestern kind of job. If he does move to Tennessee State, I don't think he's a South coach, and I don't think Tennessee State can. That's enticing enough for him to leave. It's up to him. But you know, they're not Jacksonville State, right? They're not MTSU. They're lower than those two teams. And actually, Jacksonville State probably a better job than both of those mentioned anyway. But you know, that'll be totally up to him. But you know, I'm not shocked that he'll get some consideration for some jobs, some P4 jobs. If you know if you saw that Florida Atlantic, they may hire the linebacker from the Ravens. I can see his face, 52. I can't remember his name. Ray Lewis. There we go. Ray Lewis was rumored to have made a few jobs back in the day, but so he may get that Florida Atlantic job. I actually don't see Eddie down there either. I think he's like a Midwestern, cold weather kind of dude, want to run the ball. So we'll see. But I doubt that would entice him to move on. So I think at this
I'll,
point, where he brought us from, I think he's a little bit. Go ahead.
yeah, I'll just weigh in on this and then be done with it. But I think he'd do better than Kennesaw State. I'm not saying Kennesaw State is a bad program. I'm pretty sure that they're solid, but I think he could do better than Kennesaw State. So um, yeah, that's my take on that.
I can see him there.
Wait a minute, before we get to all those, let's talk about this Saturday. We done talking about this Saturday?
Yeah,
Man,
yeah,
it's
yeah,
it's a
yeah.
championship game.
Nah, yeah. I was done. I was done. Demetrius is like, I don't care about that. So I was like, all right, so Demetrius.com, we're gonna keep moving on. But that's his
Yeah,
comment.
you knew
So
not to ask me. My
yeah, so this week, man, again, the games that let me pull up SEMO schedule real quick, what they've done. Um SEMO football. We got more football for us. So let's go ahead and focus on that. And then everything come what may, right? So um share screen. Um
Either
so
one
they're
of
nine
y'all
and
seen
two.
SEMO play this year?
Just highlights. I watched a little bit of the Lindenwood game, and I watched the first when they were smoking UT Martin. I believe they wouldn't make sure it's right because somebody was up really big. I think it was actually what UT was up. Actually, UT Martin was up on them first. So yeah, I watched with UT Martin when they were beating them really bad, and then they sort of came back and took the game from them. That's a while. That's a long time ago. But I did watch a bit of highlights of the Lindenwood game. But let's scroll down. They beat North Alabama, lost to New Mexico State by a touchdown. It's an FBS team in air quotes. Uh, Southern Illinois, I don't think
Click on Southern Illinois. What's their record?
I don't think they. I think they fell off a little bit. Uh, the Greyhounds. Uh,
Southern Illinois, they FCS, right?
yeah, SBS.
No.
I don't. I mean,
Yeah, SES.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah, SBS. I was there. They're. Oh yeah, they 3-8. So I don't know why they're in that tough conference there in Missouri Valley, and it's got to
Missouri
be rough.
Valley. Yeah.
Yeah, they lost to North Dakota State, lost to Indiana State, and it was over for them.
Shock, I agree with
Um,
you about SEMO peaking early. Well, but the only loss was to outside of this was to Linwood. So I was surprised because I did see some of that game against New Mexico State, and I
yeah,
was shocked. Well, New Mexico has lost to, was it South Dakota State? I think it was, or Montana. I think it was Montana, and then I saw them play SEMO. And then so it's kind of hard to determine what type of program New Mexico State was, but I saw SEMO play against them. They were pretty good. So I was expecting SEMO to kind of run the gauntlet in the OVC, but then to see them trip up against Lindenwood, well, it's any given Saturday, and it could be that same way for us this weekend.
yeah. It's tough. I was Charleston last. Well, weather's changed a little bit. They are a passing team, and so they struggle a little bit. Charleston Southern, they have pretty good defense. Charleston did have pretty good defense, I think. Garner Webb, we just, Garner Webb was able to slow him down again and ran the ball well on him. Lindenwood, we saw him too as well. Tough running the ball. Um, I would say I don't know how this is an interesting game. This is a rivalry now, so I guess it just sort of turned out because I thought SEMA had some advantages there with the field goal kicker and stuff like that. Just couldn't turn it on. And then last week, yeah, they 54-45. Yeah, so I mean, they look so SEMA wants to be in this kind of game where it's a race track. That's what they want to be, you know. Um, so that sort of gives you an idea. Because even though that West Illinois game was close, I don't think that uh, it was really, you know, the point they were going to lose. They were always sort of up, on them. They scored, then what's the score? They scored again. They scored. They got two scores, and they came back and scored. So it was like it's sort of like a little racetrack. Um, it's very good. So let me shout out Dayton again, since the strength coach he's from Dayton. He actually went to high school with my brother. He was in high school, but you know, uh, Sharp, you know, is a strength coach. That's his son actually plays too. He's from son raised in Nashville. Plays DB. Actually played a little bit. This past week, 22, I think the number is. So anyway, big city Dayton again. Bring that up. So yeah, they did a great job keeping everybody healthy, keeping everybody consistent. But yeah, I mean, they prefer this kind of game, up and down, pass the ball. They want to score. Let's throw a touchdown. We'll come back to it. So, that's what they want, right? But I think our defense again is better than all these four teams right here. So yeah. Um,
Now, is their quarterback? Is he a runner?
is he a runner? Nah, he's a passer. They really can't run the ball that well at all. Yeah, let's look at the last stats. They really struggle. Um, they may have ran it well against West Illinois, but they're right here, net rushing. So they did run the ball better
Okay.
against West Illinois, but you know they're 375 yards passing. So they
Yeah,
they really
we cannot keep that quarterback from Gardner Webb in the pocket for nothing.
yeah. So yeah, he's not a runner. He's a lamb. Uh, that's so he did 25 or 40, four touchdowns, 365 yard passing, and he did have 7 carries for 40 yards. He did have one touchdown. Um, what was that? So that's the most yards he ever ran, 40 yards. You know, um, passing up 422 through most of the Tennessee Tech that game. Um, yeah, but he's a player though. He puts it up game by game. He got injured in the North Alabama game. He got knocked out a little bit, little concussion. That's why the stats, but 295, 376, 301, 237, 364, 422, 335, 312. Then with the game, they lost 174, 375. So you keep him in check. Um, you can, you know, you can win this game, right? And that's sort of the main thing to it. Trying to keep him in check. Oh, actually, I was not sharing my screen. My bad. Did y'all see this screen right here with the stats?
Yeah,
I was talking about.
uh, yeah, you might have to reshare.
All right. I thought I was showing his stats. Maybe I did this year. Uh, so this is his game stats. That North Alabama, I was saying, he got put out the game a little bit, uh, but he was very efficient when he played the first 2 quarters or so. But 295 against FBS opponent, 376, 301, 237. I mean, Lindenwood, I think it rained too. It wasn't a nice weather game for them. And I think that's what helped out Lindenwood a lot. I think it rained on them a little bit, so he wasn't able to really throw that ball around like he could because of the weather. They didn't run the ball more. Um, yeah, he likes to throw it. He likes to throw it. So that's gonna be a key to us keeping him contained, um, keeping the pass rush, keeping it honest. You know, and making sure that we're in the right position to make those plays. Not, we can't have that mental lapse against E.T. Martin, right? Where we just sort of didn't play for the first, on defense the first couple minutes. So that's sort of key. I mean, but to me, running the ball, get that another big game from McGill and the running core, and also Tevin Carter too as well. They sub him in to run those close yardage kind of plays. I wish they would do like a little pop pass with him every once in a while because everybody thinks he's gonna run the ball. So he's tall, just throw it up to the tight end. What I'm saying? They be wide open. But yeah, it's sort of keeping it good. They do have a good pass rusher, good linebacker. I know on SEMO. So but yeah, so somebody said we won't potentially say by 10. I think that's what I would like to see. They do have a very good field goal kicker. They're the best field goal kicker in the OVC, one top in the country too as well. So something that really gotta watch out and make sure that
Fisher doesn't blitz.
Yeah, Fisher. He's not. I mean, what's that one game he did blitz? He's not consistent with it. I mean, he really has to be pushed to blitz. He really has to be like they got to work in the blitz. So we'll see what adjustments he makes. But yeah, our pass rush has been working, but again, sometimes they break containment, and then that's what happened a couple of times. And the quarterback would get out, just like Gardner Webb would get out, get loose because we rush hard, then we miss them, and then boom. So yeah, so Shock said we should blitz. But yeah, Fisher tends not to want to do that, a lot. So, but I think we can score on them. They do give up points. But I think that I want to run control kind of game. You control it. What's the weather on? They say what the weather is going to be a little colder.
Yeah.
Just cold.
Just cold. It's sunshine, but it's going to be like 50 degrees or so.
Yeah. So.
But that doesn't mean you do not come out, folks. Come out and support.
Right.
Come out big numbers. This is what you asked for. Everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody wanted a winning team. You say we weren't winning at the time. We weren't playing HBCUs. So everyone, we're complaining about those things. Well, right now we have a game this Saturday. We win. We take part of the have part of the OVC championship for 2024, and we're playing HBCUs. And then next year's schedule is going to be, man, it's crazy with HBCUs, and it may be something else coming up too. So you just never know. But we got North Carolina A&T coming to Johnny Merritt. We got Howard coming for homecoming, and you never know what's going to happen with other games. So this is what you asked for. You said you'll come out. Come out. They need you. They need you Saturday. No
you
excuses.
See me, shake my hand, take a picture.
Yeah.
You see me, let's, you know what I mean? Listen, I ain't the TikTok guy. I'm a nice guy.
Just don't get them
full. Shout out to Big G. That's my guy.
All right. On that note, guys, look forward to the weekend. I'll be up here in the area, watching, cheering, yelling, screaming. So look forward to it. It's been a long time that we've gotten this close. I'm not thinking last time was the final game, championship game.
Well, actually, we were semi close early on, and then last year, right? We were kind of in the mix, and then the bottom just kind of fell out, right?
Yeah.
Last year, when the last game.
Last game. Yeah. Well,
the last, that's unique. 98. Because you like to have it tied up before, right? I'm pretty sure SEMO we had the other game in that we we just sort of practice the last game, but this is like, you know, third time in a long time because we went to playoffs that one year. We were sort of out of it, but we get to win that last game to be eligible. Did we lose that last game?
Well, no matter,
We
Coach
won
George.
anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Co-
yeah.
Coach George, great job in the season. Great job, fellas.
Mhm.
I know we're gonna pull it through, but regardless of what happens, man, I'm happy and I'm excited. I'm proud of TSU and Big Blue.
Yep. And on that note, go
Go
Big
Big
Blue.
Blue.
Go Big Blue.